Hey, what's up with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, fanboys and fangirls, and everyone else in between? Nintendo Sony Free 2011 Eric MannyTendoWolverine, guys, rest intros and outros on the channel. My man Bitch and Brighteon on Twitter and Parlor and a couple other places, just like Vlaire TV and Cloud TV and BitChute especially. Anyways, yeah. Oh, quick update. We really want to get this out there real quick. If not Thursday, I'll probably do it Friday, Saturday, because I know Tokyo Game Show starts Thursday, and I know that Capcom's going to do a real big giant event. I think either for, I don't know, a brand new Street Fighter thing, or new Mega Man, new Resident Evil shit, and more extra leaks we're going to get from Village 8. Even though we saw it last week, or Wednesday, Thursday, I think, when the whole PlayStation 5 State of Play thing happened. It was extremely awesome. So I didn't do any reaction review segments for it, because I didn't want to get claimed by Sony. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. And I may or may not react in the same time, even though it came out the other day. I'm not going to be like 4 or 5 days late since everyone else reacted to it. I didn't watch the video, the movie trailer yet. But the WandaVision thing from Marvel just came out. The trailer. It's going to be exclusive to Disney Plus. It's kind of a bitch because I don't have Disney Plus. So probably just going to wait to sail the high seas, aka watch it on BL. And the boot style. Anyways, yeah, so be on the lookout for a reaction review segment for that. Unless it stays up for 2-3 days, I hope I don't get a copyright claim or strike on it, because I know how Marvel is. Luckily, DC and other places, they don't give copyright claims, thank God. But anyways, Blizzard, has it been over literally a year since the whole Blitzchung thing with the free Hong Kong thing that happened last year? Blizzard's back again, so it announces his digital BlizzCon for February 2021. Oh, it might skip to like the last 4 or 5 minutes when we talk about my boy. He actually gave me a shout out, and he gave me a freaking exclusive DMs like, "Hey yo, what's up, man?" That was awesome. Shout out to Dr. Lava, man. Him and the whole Helix Chamber crew over there. Always discovering all these beautiful beta Pokemon we've never seen from way back in the day. Maybe a few of us have, not necessarily. Spoiler alerts, there's a newer one. Even though I don't know, this is like a Galarian version of Hoot. This is what the Galarian version inspiration for Hoot came from. And there's another old school version we never saw for Totodile and Politoed too. It's insane, man. And a baby Tyranitar. Spoilers. So you can skip to the end of the video. It'll probably be like 12-13 minute mark. So here we go. I'm going to talk about this one right here, Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop too. Maybe, I don't know. So it says this comes from Matt Wales from Eurogamer. Alright, so Blizzard announces digital BlizzCon for February 2021. Blizzard will be holding a digital version of BlizzCon Showcase next year, February, following the cancellation of its 2020 event as a result of the ongoing pandemic scandemic. A whole new post on BlizzCon website confirms next year's digital event, which has been given a snappy title of BlizzCon Online, will run from the 19th to the 20th of February and will be aimed to, quote, channel the spirit of the BlizzCon into a form of an online show. To the end, Blizzard says that it will be hosting its special community showcase as part of BlizzCon Online, encompassing a cosplay competition, exhibition, art contest, digital storytelling contest, talent spotlight, and more, with a submission for the new category to reopen. This is now open, excuse me. This sucks for a lot of cosplayers that want to meet each other IRL. It's really damn shame, my personal opinion, but we'll get to that in a second. Beyond that, Blizzard has offered a little into the way of specifics regarding next year's event, explaining that it still has a lot of planning to do and will be some time before ready to share more details, quote unquote. Everyone wants to copy off Nintendo and Sony now, like the Sony State of Play and Nintendo Directs. It's funny how all these other things like 9-10 years ago, these other billion-dollar corporation organization companies in the gaming industry, and these studios and these manufacturers, that they laughed at Nintendo with this, and then Sony even did that before, and then they started doing it, I think, last year after Reggie Fils-Aimé was done being president of Nintendo. That's when they started doing their state of plays, aka Nintendo ripoffs, in my personal opinion, but still. We'll get to my thoughts, views, and opinions in a minute. They're ready to share more details, as quote, it does seem, however, seems reasonable to assume that we'll be getting more at a look than a previous announcement. Previously announced and highly anticipated Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2. And I know last year, I think 2019, they said they were going to make Overwatch 2 and all your save data was going to transfer to that. So luckily Blizzard and Activision were a-holes for that, but let's move on. BlizzCon Online will mark the first official BlizzCon event. Will mark the first official BlizzCon event since 2019. Blizzard made the, quote, very difficult decision to cancel this year's iteration of the annual live show back in May, citing the health and safety concern relating to pandemic scandemic. Anyways, Yeah, overall thoughts, views, and opinions. Ugh. Like I said, it's going to be a damn shame for a lot of cosplayers and people that want to like spend each other's time and company in real life. This is going to take all that shit away. It's going to be gone. They're probably going to plan this for the next 4, 5, 10 years. This is my personal opinion. That shit's a hoax. It's not real. It's just to divide people more apart and hate each other more. And especially when it comes to race ethnicity, I'm not even getting that shit. The whole COVID, it's COVID. Oh God, no. And then that, to me, that's a scam. I don't even wear a mask when I go into the stores. I just wear this big giant like do-rag like bandana on my face, because when I wear a mask, my freaking glasses like fog up really, really often bad. And I heard it was going to be required another month or two. Oh, not to get into politics, they said Joe Biden and the other chick Kamala Harris, if they get it, they're going to require you to wear gloves and goggles and masks. F that crap. To me, that's like some slave mentality stuff they want to put in the normies like us. But yeah, let's go on to the next one real quick. VG247. I haven't read from them in about 5, 6 months. It's been a hot minute since I read from them. Xbox will honor the PS5 exclusivity agreement for Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo. So those two are exclusively going to be for the PS5. I really want to play Ghostwire Tokyo a lot. I'm not crazy about a lot of Bethesda games, but Deathloop looks pretty okay. I may or may not get Deathloop. I don't know. It depends. Phil Spencer has confirmed that the Xbox plans. In an interview with Bloomberg, Phil Spencer has confirmed that the PS5 exclusivity agreement Bethesda made with Sony, for Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo still stands. Both games will debut for next generation for Sony console, confirmed as of the time for the PS5 exclusive. As per blogger Jason Schreier, he used to work for Kotaku. I know a lot of people like to crap on his reputation, but whatever. Phil Spencer told Bloomberg Dina Base that future of Bethesda games will be in the Xbox, PC, and other cases, case-by-case basis. Almost says bias. So if you are worried about the status of either the Tango Gameworks of Arcane Line's upcoming projects, fret not. Both will see their console debuts on the PS5. Typically, console exclusivity deals with the last 12 months, aka a year. But it remains to be seen exactly what the deal with Sony and Bethesda have agreed with to the next-gen consoles. Earlier today, Microsoft confirmed the purchase of Bethesda's parent company, ZeniMax, for $7.5 billion. A result for Microsoft. Okay. Microsoft now counts for the exclusive Bethesda Softworks, Game Studios, ID Software, ZeniMax, Online Studios, Arcane, Machine Games, Tango Gameworks, AlphaDog, and Roundhouse Studios as part of its Microsoft Studios collection. It says, quote, We're still Bethesda Softworks Senior Vice President of Global Marketing and Communication, Pete Hines, said, regardless of the takeovers, this quote, we'll still be working on the same games like we were yesterday, made by the same studios we've been working with for years, and all those games will be published by us. So why the change, he says? Because it allows us to make the games even better and going forward. Microsoft is an incredible partner and offers access to resources that will make us better publishers and developers. Believe that means better games for you to play. Simply put, we believe that the change is an important part of getting better. We believe that pushing ourselves is to be better, innovate, to grow. It is currently unclear whether future titles such as Starfield and Elder Scrolls 8, I think, and more, besides, will be Xbox PC exclusives. Yeah, I don't really care for Elder Scrolls or Starfield. Those games, to me personally, in my overall thoughts and opinions, sorry if you're an Elder Scrolls or any of those other fans like that, Starfield, those games bore the hell out of me. I'm not real crazy in MMORPGs. The Diablo one was cool. That's because it had a lot of really cool core mechanics and shit, in my personalized opinion. And it had a way better story mode, and had a lot of really cool origin stories, and the overworld's badass as shit, Diablo series. Deathloop may be the same thing, I don't know. Well, let's go on to this right here, Dr. Lava, my boy. Mr. Dr. Lava's Lost Pokemon. I've never seen these two. Or actually, these three. The Entei one still looks the same, but thank you very much for that comment. I appreciate you from the bottom of my freaking damn heart. You're an absolute legend, Dr. Lava. I'm loyal to you. I respect you. Thank you very much for that DM you gave me yesterday. I appreciate it a lot. I'm going to try to work even harder and better on these videos. you see these beta things that you guys over there at Helix Chamber are gods, in my personal opinion. These unfinished gold and silver sprites were leaked in April, revealing the designs were based and considered during the Gen 2's development. They were all black and white, so I added a release version of colors for the and this was like 3 days ago. I still wanted to talk about it. This shit looks so fucking cool. Oh my god. The colors and comparisons, Sprites of Art. I'm not gonna lie, Pilot One and T-Tar were my favorites. This is how LavaYT is gonna look, like a baby Tyranitar. No, these two aren't really completely different. I guess Piloswines or Piloswines and Trunks, and his mouth is bigger. Heracross is ugly. I'm glad they changed Heracross and Entei. And he looks like Solgalio's little, like, you see his little thing around his neck. He's got like a giant collar on his neck, and this one he doesn't have, and this is the final sprite. So let's go on to the second one. I thought this was extremely fascinating with me. Oh my god. I know we've seen a Politoed before, a beta one before, so this is these unfinished gold and silver sprites released in April, revealing that the designs were being considered during Gen 2's development. I just saw them like 2 days ago. I'm surprised. They were all black and white, so I've added their release version colors for a final comparison with their final sprites, early and final. Of course, these are the final ones right here. The ones on the right side and the ones on the left are different. These ones look really, really good. I remember we saw this one before. It looks like he has Banette's face from Gen 3. This is before the home region for Ruby Sapphire never really even existed, so I don't know how in the heck it's going to be insane as fuck, man. Oh, I like Beta Hoots and Beta, these three are real cool. I'm not crazy about the Politoed one. He kind of looks disgusting, so I'm glad they changed him to his final form here. Official final sprites. Man, I would have loved Beta Sneasel, Beta Totodile, and Beta, the beta version of, who looks insane. I think it was in, like I said earlier in the video, it looks like a Galarian version of what Galarian Who would have looked like for Sword and Shield. Except he doesn't have the music notes on its head, and he doesn't have, like, the little music thing that he carries with his little feather, his little music book, musical instrument book, I don't know. I think we seen this one about 4 or 5 years ago for Sun and Moon Ultra Moon. This Pheromosa concept art was featured in the Alola Region Artworks, a Japanese art book that included 253 pages of development for early Pokemon characters and locating to Generation 7. Look, she had purple hair back then, Pheromosa. I remember there was so much R-3.4. A lot of fan servicey, very Sentai art of this thing. And I'm one of those people that were guilty enough to look at that. She looked nice. She was just, literally, these are the Pokemon versions of Lusamine, Gladion, and Lily. Deadass, and one was Gaysal, Guzma. I remember this, because this is how, like, the whole thing's leaks for the finals. Like, the sprites for the starters look for Rowlet, Litten, and I think it was his last thing, Popplio, which still, after 4.5 years, I still love Popplio the best. He's #1. He will always be #1 in Primarina, too. The last bit of news, Quagsire is a little bit underwhelming. I think his shiny was going to be a lot more different. His shiny sprite was going to be the official regular sprite, instead of the regular sprite being shiny, if that makes sense. So Dr. Lava, again, absolute god tier level of a dude. And Helix Chamber too. Shout out to all of them. They're the ones I got this information first. Late in Generation 2's development, Quagsire's beta design was identical to his final design, except he was pink. He was later changed to blue, but the pink ended up being shiny color. That is insane, man. Can you imagine that the tables would have been turned? I mean, his shiny looks good already, so I'm glad they kept it the same way. So yeah, that's all I gotta say for now. This Tyranitar and Totodile one blow my freaking mind, man. Seriously. Links to the description box down below to all 5 of these tweets. And to Blizzard and VG247 article. I'm done. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen. And boys and girls, as always. Otakus and Ikikomodis. I'll see you and I see you guys every day, every night, wherever you're at in the universe out there. Stay tuned more future content, including video game industry news, Twitter, Twitch review, drama news, anime, manga news, internet news, and that's it. Take it easy. Peace out, my sauerkraut. Let's goodbye. See you on the flip side. Take it easy. Maybe Tyranitar would have been so good. Maybe in Sword and Shield or Gen 9, Gen 4 remakes, we could get something like that. Goodbye.